Greece, a key NATO ally, has rejected the U.S. offer of 4 Freedom-class littoral combat ships, modern warships retired early by the U.S. Navy. The Hellenic Navy's evaluation was clear. These ships didn't meet their operational needs. This public refusal sent shockwaves through naval circles and cast doubt on the LCS program's reputation. The U.S. now faced a dilemma: what to do with new but problematic ships that allies didn't want. For potential buyers, Greece's decision was a warning. Do your homework before accepting free warships. The shockwave from Greece's decision was felt as far as the Philippines. Who, if anyone, would take the LCS? Greece's rejection was rooted in a long list of well-known problems with the Freedom-class LCS. Chief among them, a critical flaw in the ship's combining gear, the heart of its propulsion system. This system was unreliable, prone to catastrophic failure, and expensive to fix. For Greece, inheriting ships with such a defect was a non-starter. They needed reliable vessels, not floating repair projects. The LCS also suffered from broader reliability issues and a minimal crew concept that backfired, leaving sailors overworked and ships stuck in port. Operational availability was low, a major red flag for any navy. While the ships were offered for free, their long-term operating costs were alarmingly high, even for the U.S. Navy. For Greece, these costs would have been crippling, diverting funds from other priorities. A free ship you can't afford to run is no bargain, it's a financial trap. Survivability and armament were also concerns. The LCS's lightweight design made it more vulnerable in combat, and its main gun was underwhelming for contested waters. The promised mission modules for anti-submarine and mine warfare faced delays and technical issues. Greece concluded the LCS lacked the firepower and toughness needed for the Aegean. The ship was too specialized for missions that didn't match Greece's security needs. The verdict was clear. The LCS was not fit for purpose. Greece's decision exposed the ship's flaws to the world. Other navies now had a blueprint for what to avoid. The LCS's reputation took another hit, and the search for a willing buyer continued. The Philippines, an archipelago of over 7,600 islands, faces immense maritime security challenges. Its navy is tasked with patrolling vast waters, but relies on outdated hand-me-down ships. Threats abound, from China's maritime pressure in the West Philippine Sea to piracy and smuggling in the south. The fleet is stretched thin, struggling to cover a coastline of over 36,000 kilometers. Modernization is slow. 2 new frigates are a start, but far from enough. The offer of decommissioned U.S. warships is tempting, a shortcut to expanding the fleet. For Manila, more ships could mean a stronger presence and faster response. But the risks that drove Greece away loom large. The pressure to act is immense, but so is the danger of inheriting costly problems. The Philippine Navy must weigh the promise of rapid modernization against the reality of operating complex, troubled ships. The stakes, national security, and the future of the fleet. Manila stands at a crossroads, with no easy answers. Despite their flaws, the Freedom-class LCS could give the Philippine Navy a major boost. More ships mean more presence, critical for patrolling contested waters like the West Philippine Sea. The LCS's speed, over 40 knots, would let the Navy respond quickly across the archipelago. Modern sensors and communications would be a leap forward from the current fleet. The helicopter deck and hangar add vital surveillance and anti-submarine capability. For the Philippines, the LCS could serve as a patrol and presence platform, not a front-line combatant. Their main value: numbers, speed, and better situational awareness. The ships could free up more capable frigates for high-stakes missions. In a constabulary role, some LCS weaknesses, like lighter armament, matter less. The focus would be on leveraging speed and sensors to monitor and respond to threats. For a navy stretched thin, even imperfect ships could be a game-changer. But the benefits come with big caveats. The question: do the advantages outweigh the risks? The biggest risk for the Philippines is the LCS's notorious maintenance burden. These ships are complex and expensive to sustain. Even the U.S. Navy struggled. For Manila, the cost of spare parts, tools, and contractor support could overwhelm the defense budget. The flawed combining gear is a ticking time bomb, threatening reliability. The Philippines lacks the industrial base to handle major repairs, risking ships stuck in port. Training is another challenge. Crews need specialized skills and ongoing support. Losing key technicians could sideline a ship for months. Accepting the LCS is a gamble. Can the Philippines succeed where the U.S. struggled? If not, the Navy could end up with expensive assets it can't operate. The risk of white elephants, impressive but useless ships, is real. The LCS could symbolize modernization or become a costly miscalculation. The stakes: operational readiness and financial stability. Manila must decide if it's ready for the challenge. For the LCS transfer to succeed, the Philippines must set strict conditions. First, the US must fully fix the combining gear and certify the ships are mechanically sound. No ship should arrive with known defects. A comprehensive multi-year training and support package is essential, including embedded US technical experts. Guaranteed access to affordable spare parts and technical support must be part of the deal. The financial terms must be transparent. Refurbishment, munitions, and ongoing support are costly. The US should provide grants or favorable loans to ease the burden. A clear assessment of total ownership costs over 20 years is needed. Integration into the Philippine Navy's logistics and force structure must be planned from the start. Ports need upgrades, and doctrine must adapt to the LCS's unique capabilities. US assistance in developing operational procedures is crucial. The goal ships that are assets from day one, not liabilities. Without these safeguards, the risks outweigh the rewards. Manila must negotiate hard or walk away. The LCS deal should be a catalyst for building long-term, self-reliant defense capabilities. Upgrading local shipyards and maintenance facilities is key. Modernize places like Subic Bay to support the LCS. The goal: move from dependency on US contractors to Filipino-led maintenance and repair. Invest in technical education and create career paths for naval engineers and technicians. Partner with local universities to develop naval technology programs. Skills gained from the LCS can be applied to future acquisitions, building a sustainable knowledge base. More local maintenance means opportunities for Philippine companies to join the defense supply chain. This reduces costs, creates jobs, and strengthens national security. The long-term vision: technological sovereignty and a self-sustaining Navy. Initial dependency on the US is unavoidable, but it must be temporary. The LCS should be a stepping stone, not a permanent crutch. Modernization must strengthen the nation, not just the fleet. The real prize: a Navy that can stand on its own. Acquiring the LCS is more than a procurement. It's a strategic move with regional impact. For the US, transferring these ships signals a strong commitment to the alliance. In the South China Sea, more capable Philippine patrols send a message to rivals. The LCS becomes a symbol of US-Philippine partnership, deterring aggression. But closer ties with Washington could provoke a backlash from China, raising tensions. Manila must balance deterrence with the risk of escalation. The deal will deepen military cooperation, or, if it fails, strain the alliance. Success means tighter integration and shared security. Failure could breed resentment and weaken trust. The LCS's fate will echo through the bilateral relationship. The decision is a high-stakes chess move in Asia's strategic game. Manila must weigh every consequence: military, political, and diplomatic. The outcome will shape the region for years to come. The Philippine Navy faces a defining choice. The LCS offers rapid modernization, speed, technology, and numbers to patrol vast waters. In the West Philippine Sea, these ships could be a game-changer, but the risks are huge: reliability issues, high costs, and complex maintenance. Greece's rejection is a warning. These ships are not easy to manage. The danger: inheriting a costly logistical nightmare that drains resources. The decision must be based on hard analysis, not the allure of free ships. Manila needs ironclad US guarantees and a national commitment to training and infrastructure. Without parallel investments, the project could fail, leaving the Navy weaker. Success could transform the fleet and strengthen the alliance. Failure could set back modernization for a decade. The stakes are high. The Navy's future hangs in the balance. Manila's choice will echo across the archipelago for years to come.